Hello folks, my name is MysteryGomez and here today I'm answering one simple question. Why are we so fat? Really, this subject is brought up every other day, either through the news media or through commercials. But why shouldn't it? It's such an epidemic. 1 out of 3 Americans are considered obese. We have to stop this immediately. Really? We do? Then how come I never hear on the news people dying from being overweight? And yet it's talked about so much that it's considered killing more people than it does drunk drivers. For me, this raises a ton of questions. Why is everybody fat? Did it happen out of nowhere? It sure seems like it. Do we just ignore this problem until it went out of control? Can we reverse this? Should we reverse this? Well, to answer all of those questions and more, we have to start from the beginning. What exactly is fat? Well, despite what the media would tell you, fat is very healthy and a good source of nutrition. It's even on the food pyramid. But wait, where is it? Oh, there it is. Why so small? Well, protein has about 4 calories per gram. Carbohydrates, same thing, 4 calories per gram. Fat has a whopping 9 calories per gram. That's double the previously mentioned. But fat being energy dense isn't the only thing people don't like about it. Okay, it is. Really, just the amount of calories per gram in fat is really the only thing people don't like about it. But what about the heart attacks and the heart disease that fat causes? Well, I used to believe that you could get heart attacks from having too much fat. When I first got Netflix, I was just searching around, seeing what I can find, and then I saw something that looked a lot like Super Size Me. It was called Fathead. I was like, Fathead? What the heck is this? And then when I realized Fathead was trying to stand against everything in Super Size Me, I knew I had to watch it. Fathead is a documentary about this one guy who eats nothing but fast food for 30 days, but manages to lose weight, and does it in a way where we can all do it in our everyday lives. But again, I cannot do this movie justice. I will be talking about some of the things that I learned from the movie, but not everything, so you should still go watch it yourselves. Speaking of healthy, I have found from my countless research that doctors recommend unsaturated fat, as it is the healthy fat, while saturated fat is deemed unhealthy. Speaking from Fathead, there are tons of research proving that a diet without saturated fat causes many problems, not only with kids developing ADD from lack of nutrition, but with adults as well, causing depression, heart disease, heart attacks, and not losing their weight. It just doesn't make sense to me how saturated fat, which has been here since the beginning of time, is considered dangerous. Right around the same time unsaturated fat became more popular. And that was around the same time heart attacks became more popular. Now, being healthy isn't whether or not you choose saturated fat from unsaturated fat. There is a lot more going on, but I'm giving you basically the simplistic version. And I really have to move on. There is a lot more to it than that. Now let's move on from food and let's talk about a different controversy, laziness. And when I say laziness, I mean being inert. But what are we doing differently? Well, let's start with the first thing, transportation. Well, when cars became more common, it was easier to get one, and when it was easier to get one, more people got them. This took the stress away from waking up at a certain time to make it to the bus stop, or waking up super early to either bike or walk to work. But wait, what about the kids? If the parents have to get to work, how are the kids going to get to school? Can they just walk? No, they can't walk. They have to take the school bus. They get picked up from home to get to the school, and they get picked up from school to get to home. No worrying about going on the park on the way and just having fun. So before, when you had to walk over to your friend's house to say hello, you can easily do that now through Facebook or Steam. Now, all the things that you have to have fun are in your living room. There's really no need for any more physical efforts to have any fun. So to conclude this, I've came up with 3 questions on why I think we're all fat. I've put them in order based on how controversial I think they will be to the audience. Now remember, this is all my opinions. I'm not trying to hurt anyone's feelings or say that doctors are stupid or anyone is stupid. This is all just my opinions, and I want you guys to find your own. If they're mine, great. If they're not, keep searching. Or maybe your opinions are different, but you found them in my videos. That's great. But with that said, so for reason number 1, I don't think many people would disagree with me here. It's that we've gotten more lazy. Just over the years, we have to be outside to do more productive things, have more things to do. But now we've gotten a lot smarter, so we found ways to do things inside our house or inside a building that will allow us to do more things without being as productive or physical. Now the second reason might be considered the most dangerous, at least to me. It's that we don't know what we're eating. Now remember the last time when you went to the groceries. Do you remember reading the ingredients off the list? Not the serving size, the ingredients. For those of you who said yes, do you actually know everything that's on the ingredients list? Do you understand if those things are healthy or unhealthy? I'm only saying this kind of stuff because you guys might be surprised. For example, do you guys know what partially hydrogenated soybean oil and corn syrup is? Yeah, sounds healthy, right? Well, you guys might be surprised. Partially hydrogenated soybean or corn oil is actually just trans fats. You know, trans fats, the stuff that's in this fast food joints, processed and no way good, can cause you harm if you eat enough of it regularly. So maybe next time before going to the grocery store, just go on your smartphone and computer, see what ingredients are good for you and see what ingredients are bad for you. Try to make a lifestyle based on those good and bad ingredients, and maybe, who knows, you'll become healthier based on these decisions. Okay, now for reason 3. I did say that I put my reasons in orders based on a controversy. I wasn't kidding. This one, I honestly thought of myself while writing this script. No website at all, no doctors at all told me this in any way, shape, or form. I said this to myself because that is sort of what I believe, sort of not. I still have to go out and research more. But with that said, my reason that I think we're all fat is because we don't need to be skinny. Please hear me out. Let's go back. Way back. I mean, before electricity was invented. What did we have to do? We had to survive. How would we survive? Well, we had to make shelter. How would we make shelter? We had to go out and find all the things we need, and we had to make our own tools based on that. All the things we were doing is based on physical effort. And as time went on, those things become less tedious and become more simple. You know, way back when, we needed people to do the work for us, and we didn't have computers, so we had to do all the work by hand. Now that's not the case. Now we have those big computers and those big robots where they can do the job for us while we type in commands. So what am I trying to say here? Well, one, I really don't think an extra 10 pounds or an extra 20 pounds is exactly going to kill you, especially considering the advancements of technology and hospitals. So really, if 10 or 20 pounds isn't going to kill you, then why do you need to lose it? There's really no point. And if you don't want to lose it, that's fine. Don't do what doctors or commercials tell you to do. Just do what you're happy with, and to enjoy what has allowed our ancestors to live healthy and strong so that we don't have to. So again, maybe you're not skinny. Who cares? Just as long as you exercise and eat healthy, then really, does it matter? I have been your host, MysteryGomez. I thank you for watching the end of this video, and I guess I'm just gonna enjoy the great outdoors. Wait, is there no Wi-Fi here? Seriously? There's no Wi-Fi? Forget this, I'm leaving.